I saw. So, do you have the entire Ninja Turtles toy collection?
Oh god, no. You know how many fucking Ninja Turtles there are?
Oh yeah, my brother used to have the majority of them when he was younger.
I doubt that, seriously.
He had the what was it, the Spiral? With
The original Ninja Turtles.
Spiral.
I don't know what you're
with
saying.
the
It sounds
overcoat?
like you're throwing up but trying to say words at the same time, but you're saying it over and over again like I'm gonna understand it the second time. The spiral. He had the spiral. You know, the spiral. My brother. Spiral. Anybody? Spiral. Come on, guys. Hello. Spiral.
Trying.
No? All right, try again.
What happened there, Lethal?
Nope. Nope.
What happened that game?
Nope.
Now there was
Nerdy,
some
you're such a
figures
shit
created
talker.
in like 95 or 96, something like that, and they go for some super big money. The two biggest is there's this one called Hotspot. It's actually a Dalmatian firefighter, and
You don't know which one's the real one, do you? It could be me. It could be him. Nobody knows. Staring contest. Ready? Go. You win. Watch lifting a leg there, stupid ass.
What is up, Affected? Welcome back to the Nerdy Effect. And by next Monday, I will have an official 7.0 song, so we don't have to go through these random ass clips no more. I wasn't even set up for that one. I'm already 30 damn minutes late. The world is against me. So, anyway, welcome to the show. Great to see everybody up in here. PlayStation Bra is pneumonia-tastic right now, so stay away from him. I thought he might have the cornholio virus, but I don't know. Killer Cutie! You saw my clip? What clip? What'd you see my clip of? Killer Cutie! Great to see you. Killer Cutie, you actually competed last night in SCW, just letting you know. Fatality! Happy New Year!
Hosted.
I think it's the first time I've seen Fatality all year. Good to see you, buddy. Lady Bells, Red Walrus, the Norville Rogers, Dan Frode, Heavy D. I know I missed somebody. Who did I miss? Lady Bales. I never miss Lady Bales. Lady Bales. I'm sick too. Stop being sick. Quit that. Just chop that out. Cut sickness. Cut it out of your life. That's right. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is Wednesday, and we have not settled into the Wednesday shows yet. So for right now, it's still flowing as a normal Nerdy Effect show. So just, you know, it is what it is until it isn't, and then we're good. Tom, the gamer man, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. It's Wednesday. Wait. It's Wednesday, much dudes. It is too much damn Wednesdays. Santab! Welcome back. Great to see you. How are you? And how has your...
yeah, you know that I am the macho man.
How is your Grey Goose been going?
You are the cream of the
Goonies!
crop. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Red Walrus at tier 2 for 23 months. Boom, baby. Damn. Damn. You mean my specialty? Yes. I love it. I know Mucinex is on point right now. I bet. All right, so we are in episode 5 of 7.0, and I know you guys are dying to know what is the new sponsor for 2020. I know you've just been waiting on it. You've been waiting, you've been begging, and I know you're ready for it. So we're going to start the show off hardcore with the brand new sponsor. Quick reminder, the 6.0 sponsor was Whiskey Dick, number 69 lubrication, made by Epic Mealtime. Right there, you can check it out. It's real deal. You can drink it if you want to. And apparently, in a year's time, That's how much I've drank. Who gave me hearts? Do you love me? Tell me how much you love me. Oh, they merged into one like a transformer. Love. My sponsors are still random. True. We do miss you. List Wits. Also, thanks to the Dallas Texan for giving me a 1-tier sub yesterday. Sorry I didn't notice till today. You're good. I think you were sleeping. But all right. So, Whiskey Dick is out. Should have looked where that went. All right. You guys ready? I love you like an alcoholic. Bring it on. So, the brand new sponsor for 7.0 is... let me see. Who makes this first? Tame the Beast? I don't know. I found it on Amazon. It's Tame the Beast. And it's edible. It's aloe fresca. And believe it or not, babies, it is nut butter. The box was crushed on impact. Thanks, Amazon. But this is the official sponsor of 7.0 right there. Nut butter. You didn't. Oh my God. Sup, Listy? Listwits, hopefully you can hang out tonight, man, because you are going to be competing tonight. So we're taking the official plastic off. Nut butter edibles. Directions: apply generously to skin. Reapply very generously as enjoyed. The flavor and sweet sensations serving as a nice little reward for being adult AF. It actually says AF on it. Ingredients: organic aloe, barbadocinum leaf, juice, xanthium gum, tropiciflora, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, stevia, and citric acid. If irritation or discomfort occurs, discontinue use and see a doctor. This is not a contraceptive or spermicide. 100% vegan. Nerdy, did I win last night? I don't think so. This is 100% vegan. Wow. It expires. Damn, we can't even be eating this in December. We've got to eat this whole tube before December. I've officially entered the Twilight Zone. Why? Stupid Warcraft for ad and that new lube. All right, so there it is. That is the new lube. Come on, camera. Damn it. There it is right there. All right, so let's test it. Oh, God, no. Oh. Anyway, nut butter. Kill Kitty Hearts. Leaf. Does it taste like... Why would it? It's nut butter. It's... I don't know. I think that might last past December. It's called nut butter. Thank you. Squirt it to your mouth. I licked the tip. That's enough. Oh, speaking of tip licking, what's going on, DMK? What do you think it would taste like? I don't know. It's vegan. Hippie chick, try this. Man, I can't quite describe that. It tastes like it should be. I don't know. It's just it tastes like ass. He got you, DMK. Yep. According to your reaction, it tastes like excrement. No, it's just. Try a little bit more. She said no, thank you. All right. So what's weird is it tastes like something I've had before. Backed myself into a corner like that one, didn't I? Oh, wow. Yeah, ass. Oh, man. Don't clip that. Oh, man. It did. All right. So it's got, you silly bastard. That's what she said. Spock, you would have better with Nutter Butter bars. No, it's funny. Light the bells. This just gets better and better. You've had nut butter before? No, the flavor tastes like something I've had. And I can't I can't pinpoint it. It's very... It almost tastes like carrot juice, but like if carrot juice was stale. I don't know, man. It's weird. Is it weird my fake peanut butter has the same name? Fake peanut butter. It's called Wow Nut Butter. Is it? I didn't know that. Vegan lube. Hell no. I saw vegan sugar at the store. Nope. DMK. A. He always gets me, eh? I don't know what that is. Somebody translate. Nerdy loves the nut butter. You spent 100 Wandas to put that out there? So anyway, the official sponsor of 7.0 is vegan nut butter, and it goes well with the collection. Believe me, like when you've already had the freakiest stuff out there, like, you know, donut flavored unicorn lube and cum flavored, I'm just saying, you've got to go big. I just spent 100 for nothing. Nutty loves nut butter, probably. Probably has shea nut oil in it. Oh, I don't know. Or shea nut. But at least but it tastes like, I mean, it doesn't taste like that. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. Like I said, weird. Cum flavored bubbles. Go to your room, Killer Cutie. Well, damn, won't let me change vid quality, but I'm listening and just can't see anything, but I'm here. Why can't you see anything? I don't think there's anything wrong with my end. What's going on? What do you mean vid quality? I'm looking. I've only lost 31 frames in 15 minutes, and that's 0.1%. I think we're good. Try refreshing. Try refreshing. Eggs open right. Eggs open. Eggs. It's an X, Hoppel. It's an X. Seems good. Normal. Thank you. I can see clearly now. I use shea butter on my skin. Don't eat it. Yep. Gotta love the spunk bubs. I've had to refresh twice because audio and video weren't syncing. Are they better now? Is it better? And I'll tell you why, because I was actually finishing up a video edit before I started. So I know the computer's having to run a little bit harder than normal, but it's my stuff's in. My stuff's like settled down. 1080p not allowing lower bandwidth. You need to see me in higher quality. Go up a little bit. Nerdy, if I say bubbles, I'm talking about your boyfriend. I know what you're talking about, Killer Cutie. I'm the one that has one said that. Audio is like 1 second behind. Still? Or half a second behind. Really? Well, I'll just not move my mouth too much, and then you don't know where the audio is going to be at. So there you go, Lady Bells. Hopefully you can sync up the audio properly. Okay, so what are we doing tonight? There is only one Bubbles, Killer Cutie, and Nerdy can't have her. So what are we doing tonight? You cheated on me? Never, Fatality. Never. Not the fact that I haven't seen you in months and you kind of left me high and dry, you know. But no. Not 1080, 810, and I gotta go lower because I'm seeing more than 15 minutes without a crash. Hey, Spock, you gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. Alright, so what are we doing tonight? The title of the show is Inside My Mind, or Welcome to My Mind, something inside my mind, right? While I was cleaning up over the holiday season, I went through my filing cabinet. And my filing cabinet doesn't have cool stuff in it. It has like a whole bunch of nerdy stuff and some flags and things like that. So I went through my top drawer, and my top drawer is where I throw a lot of paperwork and things in there. And I said, I need to get this organized and cleaned up. And while I was doing it, I stumbled upon this right here. This is part of a script. What's interesting about this is I know how I used to write. So this is not a movie, because if I was writing a movie, it would be camera is at left angle and both people are near tree and then dialogue. And then it actually spells out how I was envisioning the shot. But this actually is a script. So I don't know, I don't have any recollection as to why I wrote this or what the premise was supposed to be, because all it is Act 1. It's 3 pages. That's it. It's 3 pages. And I mean, that's highly spaced paging right there. I mean, we're not talking, we're not using college rule paper here. But yeah, so I stumbled upon it and I started reading it because I didn't remember it offhand. I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is this? And I started reading it and I'm like, okay, interesting. And then I get to the end of it. I'm like, that was weird. I need to share that with the entire world because it's a project I never did. So I want to share it with you guys. Let me catch up on chat and we'll start. I work in the nighttime. You're good, Fatality. I'm just giving you shit. You know I love you, buddy. Still. Closet has nerdy stuff in it. Mind blown. Man, it's cool to see Arn Anderson weekly on TV again. Boom. AE-dub. Ooh, a script. That's right. The settings on Twitch channel, only 1080p in the middle of nowhere seems only work for me with 460 or less. And you still can't see Fallen? Really old homework assignment. No, because I want to say I wrote this maybe 2006. I would ballpark. This is years after high school. Oh no, did you lose a bet? Is that why you have to wear that hat? This is my, damn it, Vixen! Yeah, 8-10 for me too. Yeah, probably. Vixen! Good to see you, Vixie. Raider Dave. That's right, I'm Raider Dave, yo. Alright, so for anybody who is new, this is going to be kind of like, what the hell? And for the most people who have been here a long time, it's going to be like, what the hell? But I figured that I really wanted to read this just so maybe you guys can figure out where my mind was at that time. Nope, Fallen. Well, shut everything down. Shut the phone completely off and try back again. A Nerdy Effects stream is sponsored by Kid Sister Doll and Pop Secret Popcorn. I never had a Kid Sister. I never even had a My Buddy. That my cousin had a My Buddy, but I never had a My Buddy. Hi, Vixie. All right, we'll chat for a minute and we'll wait for Fallen to try to reset before we start. I want to at least see if Fallen can be here. It's the lost script for the new Indiana Jones movie. Oh, no. This takes a weird turn for me. Like most of the projects like that I used to write or I would like come up with, it would be something either like I would just be dreaming. Like I don't really dream anymore, which is ironic. But like if I would have a dream, I would wake up and I would try to remember parts of the dream and sort of then I would just piece an entire story together. Is it horror? I tell you what, Killer Cutie, you let me know by the end of it if you're horrified or not. How about that? Were you smoking the funny stuff when you wrote it? Nope. No, I can't even blame that. I had a My Buddy doll and not sure what to say, what my dad used to call it. Yeah, probably not. But yes, I wrote a lot of stuff because I guess that my real passion was to always be in the entertainment business. I like to direct. I like to, I'm not really a good actor, but I like to act. I like to do stuff. So whenever I would do a project, it would always be full involvement. I would most of the time write it. Sometimes other actors, they would ad-lib some stuff or whatever, but I would typically write the script, edit the movie, film it, the whole 9 yards. Like it would be 100% involvement. So maybe this was the start of that. I don't remember. I don't remember anything about it. I know it's my writing and I have a vague recollection of it. But again, I don't know if I was going to turn it into a movie. What shocks me is there's no camera angles on it. Because like I said, typically whenever I do it, I write camera angles in it. Because, I mean, even with, like, if I hand the script out to an actor, they're like, they would gloss over that. Like, okay, my part is Jim. Okay, so I'm going to read Jim. And from then on, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he says lighting is at a 45-degree angle. Anyway, you're like Brendan from Home Movies. Probably. I'm okay, just stressing about tomorrow, yeah, and have the night off. It's my first time in 11 days, so better. Fallen! Everything's going to be perfectly fine tomorrow. It's going to be perfectly fine. I promise you. I promise you. And I'll tell you why. Because you're about to hear this story. Camera angles. It's porn! You know they have camera angles in regular movies, right? All right, so let's read it. Now, before we get... Let me do a small disclaimer. The main character's name is Tom. It was wrote years ago. years ago. But the main character is Tom. I didn't put that in because Tom Gamer Freak is here. The main character is Tom. It's already... I didn't do it for you. I'm here for you, wifey. All right, so this is titled The Emotional State. And the original title was The Emotional State of Tom. Okay, so it says movie start. I got the handcuffs ready for when you come out of surgery. Damn! Right out of surgery? She can't even heal? All right, here we go. Nighttime. Knock at the door. Tom. Yes, hi. Sorry to bother you. My name is Tom, and my car broke down. Can I use your phone? Lady. Well, hi. Tom, is it? Tom nods. Lady. It's not a problem. Come on in. Tom enters the house. Lady. The phone is in the kitchen. She points him to the kitchen and goes back to her baby. Breastfeeding, question mark, question mark, question mark. Tom slumps to the kitchen and picks up the phone, wall-mounted maybe, pretends to dial the phone, and then positions himself in the view of the lady. Tom. Yes, AAA. This is Tom Price, number 224513. Okay. I have had... Looks around the room. I have had a breakdown, Tom whispers. Tom looks at the lady from now on. Lady looks back at Tom while feeding, looking seductive. Tom. Yes, that is correct. Lady starts to get turned on. Yeah. At the heat intensifies and the front door swings open. Oh, as the heat. It's not supposed to be as the heat. As the heat intensifies, this staring gaze across the kitchen. The front door swings open and a booming voice echoes through. It's not porn! Hang on. Husband, I'm home, baby! I'm trying to picture who I would get to play, I'm home, baby! Not, hi, had a long day, just, I'm home, baby! Husband, I'm home, baby. Tom and the lady quickly snap out of the moment. Lady fixes herself and Tom hangs up. Tom, 20 minutes. Okay, thank you. So then he hangs up. Lady, her name is Lady apparently. Hi, honey. This here is Tom. His car broke down. Jeep broke down. Apparently it was supposed to be a Jeep. Whatever. Anyway, this was the rough draft. Okay, this was rough draft. John Goodman. All right. His car broke down. Jeep broke down, and he asked if he could use our phone. When she says car, Tom quickly interrupts her with Jeep, and she continues. Never mind. Apparently it's in the fucking script. Okay, so I knew what I was doing. All right, husband. Good to meet you, Tom. Shakes hands. Tom is reluctant to shake a hand, but does anyway. So Tom, if I think remembered, part of this is actually coming back. He was very, very shy. So that's why he was kind of like peeking around the edge. Anyway, so shakes hand, does anyway. Well, I hope everything goes fine with you, buddy. Honey, I'm going to wash up for dinner. Leans in for a kiss and leaves the room. Lady, oh yes, dinner. Tom, would you like to stay for dinner? Tom, hesitant. Oh, that would be wonderful. Tom stops his sentence and twitches his head. But I need to get going. The truck will be here soon. Lady, oh, okay. Well, the offer stands if you're ever around these parts again. Tom smirks. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Holds out right hand to shake. Lady. Oh, she shakes his right hand. Darver. Louise Darver. Boy, I tell you what, man. I'm going to make a sexy, hot lady named Louise Darver. The hell? Stay for dinner. All right, hang on. All right, so I'll do that part again. So Tom smirks. Thank you, Mrs. Holds out right hand to shake hands. Lady, oh, shakes his right hand. See, I'm very specific about this because I said right hand twice. Both the lady and Tom said it. Darver, Louise Darver. Tom, big smile. Good night, Mrs. Darver. And walks out the front door. Lady walks to the door and watches him walk out of sight. Tom walks to his Jeep, runs his fingers over the hood from the passenger side to the driver. So he's going right across the cover. Gets into Jeep, holds both hands in front of his face, and looks at his hands as he shook. looks at the hand that he shook from right to left and holds his hands up to his nose and sniffs it, deeply enjoying the scent. Then licks his hands, takes a deep breath, puts both hands down, tilts his head back, and exhales. Feeling satisfied, he looked around, starts his Jeep, and drives off. Shot of headlights coming on, Jeep fades away to black. End of Act 1. I'm not embarrassed. I just don't know what was going on. Porn confirmed. Oh my god, hand fetish. A supernatural episode of sexual innuendos. This dude's fucked up. I know. That's what really got me with it. You filthy what? Tom, this is all about you, buddy. So yeah, imagine my surprise that I'm digging through, random stuff and I stumble across this and I'm like, what? So what I broke down from this is they had a random sexual glance, right? And then it was a sort of a normal encounter. Okay, picture a hot dude. Whatever hot dude you like, picture a hot dude. Maybe his name is Bubbles. Picture a hot dude, okay? The hot dude knocks on the door of a housewife who is attractive. Whatever attractive housewife you can think of, Fable Vixen's mom. All right, so hot guy, lady at home. He uses the phone. They don't really talk. Thomas Shelby. Yeah, Thomas Shelby. They don't really talk, right? They just use the phone. Thank you for dinner. I'll see you later. And then that's when the twist comes in, when he's like, oh yeah, I don't know where part 2 is. Yeah, that was porn. You wrote porn. Mischief Chaos! How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping in. Tonight of all nights, it can't be about me. My surname is Lambert. I don't know where part 2 is. How old were you when you wrote it? I mean, it would be mid-20s. At least mid-20s. So maybe 26, 27, somewhere in there. Ballpark. So they shook the hands they wiped their ass with. Would that make it an ass fetish? Probably. Come on, Eli Roth. Yeah, Eli Roth. There you go. Jitsy's a hot dude. I'll give that man a dinner to remember. They didn't have phones. Y'all nasty. Yep, this is a prequel to They Live and Tom is Alien. Sup, peeps? Sup, Trance? Good to see you, buddy. I'm off work in a half an hour. I'll be back. Mischief, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate that. It's great to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. You're going to see the story on Netflix in 3 years. That's it. Like, there is nothing else. Like, what's wrote on the back of this is a quote from Family Guy. So, I mean, not a clue. I have no idea where I was going with this. But it's very interesting that, I didn't even notice when I first glanced through it, that there actually is specifics to this. About right hand, shakes right hand, that kind of stuff. He definitely came back and murdered her. Look at this majestic. Hey, what's going on, Dogma? Welcome back. Movies before cell phones. Yeah, exactly. This was a wall-mounted phone. There was no cell phone. The dude was in the sticks somewhere. Crazy, though. See, if Eli Roth hot and smells his hands, not bad. If he's like Danny DeVito, it's disturbing. Hugging my brother Trance. I'm just saying. Like I said, I wanted to read it to you guys just so you can kind of see random things. Although Tom is evil demon hunter, lady is succubus. Don't know. But I do know the title of this was The Emotional State of Tom. I don't know why. I don't know what the next thing was supposed to be. There's no way I would remember it. But I have no idea where this was supposed to go. I have an idea of who I thought was going to play it now that I think about it. But even at that point, I don't know where this is going to go. If I shook Thomas Shelby's hand, I'd smell it. Man, I'm going to report you for pornography. It's not pornography. I read it. Yeah. And lick it. So, again, it's all in the interpretation, okay? If you're picturing Chris Hemsworth it's cool. But like you said, if you're picturing Danny DeVito, it's like, that's really creepy. It's all in the perspective of it. And again, succubus, get your ass. So write Act 2 during the stream. I would not sniff my fingers. To be fair, it was damn creative. Like I said, what I was going for there is the dynamic, which is basically just two people exchanging glances. That's basically all it was, in a nutshell. Now, we got the exaggerated because you got to see, him peeking around and things like that. But again, nothing creepy really happened. It was all after the fact. Anyway, she'd had nut butter. Oh, that's what he smelled. I see horror movie in the making. Why does she have to breastfeed, though? Don't know. I guess it was more of a vulnerable state. It's what I'm kind of thinking of. Like she's more out there, and it's a natural thing, so it's acceptable, but she's also more vulnerable. There's a stranger in the house, and apparently he's, Eli Roth. Picture the guy from the show What? Kink? I think I know where Tom is going, but only if he has listy shoes. Too sweet, baby. Good to see you, Sir Pizza. Imagine a Nerdy Effects soap opera. Yeah. So yeah, I used to write stuff all the time. Like, some things never panned out like that. There were some things I sunk a lot of time and energy into. Hosted. Hey, thank you so much, Sir Pizza, the host. Hugging my nephew. Don't you kink shame me. Her hand swells up and eats her husband's penis that night. Brr, husband is John Goodman for sure. Yeah, just busting in the door. Honey, baby, I'm home. El dinero. Yeah. So anyway, I used to create stuff all the time because this was back before the internet was what it was. I know that was before Facebook. Whatever year Facebook went popular. I'm not talking, that Facebook existed in 1999. It was only in Harvard. Not that fucking Facebook. I already know Spock is starting to type it. Spock's like, well, actually, Facebook was great. Go away, Spock. Not on this. But it was before Facebook, before we had all this internet stuff. So there's a lot of time on your hands. You either watched the DVR or you wrote stuff. That was it. Otherwise, everything was boring. So I wrote a lot of stuff. Another thing that I found, and this one is not this is not really a script per se, but this was a big superhero show, and I got a bunch of pages into this superhero show that I was gonna make, and I want to say this was around the time of Heroes, so maybe 2008, somewhere in that point. El Efecto Nerdo on Univision, Mondays at 7. Yes! Opens the door for Eli Roth with nothing on but barbecue bottle in my hand. Yeah, I want to say that maybe the emotional state was maybe 2006, somewhere in there. And I think that this was somewhere maybe 2008. Because I want to say this is based on a lot of Heroes. Because Heroes was big. The first season was huge. And I really enjoyed it. I was actually just checking to see if there was an update on delivery of my Kickstarter rewards on Shimmy No 3. Ooh, I'm interested. But I'll tell you a little bit about this. I didn't read any of this, and it's kind of not the topic tonight. What's the barbecue for? But the name of this was called Zeros. So basically what I remember is the premise of this were superhero. They all had superpowers, but the superpowers were like crap superpowers. Because there's crappy superhero powers, right? Okay, let's just say a meteor passed across Earth, right? And it gave some people powers. Some people can fly. Some people can, are faster than a train. Some people can go invisible. But there was some people for that meteorite that all of a sudden, all they can do is stand on their left foot. Like, that's their superpower. All day long, left foot like a flamingo. That was what this is based off of. This was the people who got their powers, but they're crap. And I think, if I remember right, like the big superheroes were taken out, right? Something happened. And so the Zeros had to form up and become a team. And they had to basically use their crap powers together and then take over the world. Whoa, you came in, froze on my screen for a second. Love the effing shirt, man. Fallen! Welcome! If you can still see it. That's right, the DT. Not the DT, but the superpowers. I don't think that's where that stemmed from, but no update. Still waiting for the signed physical copy of the item. Sweet. But yeah, exactly. So I'll read you the characters. Okay, so I was going to play a character called Flatulence, and the character's real name was Ted Rancor, and the ability was flying, take down enemies with farts. And his normal everyday job was a social worker. There was a character named Broadway, which is a female. Her real name was Lilith Fair, and her ability was make anyone break out in song and dance. And she is a retail worker. Then there was OCD, renamed Octavius Claudius Divinius III. The ability was telekinesis, and the job was a system analyst. Then there was Double Negative, whose real name was Davis Kane Oedipus, who the ability was a vampire and persuasion, and the real job was a lawyer. I think I remember this. How would you remember this? I haven't seen this in damn 10 years. I don't remember my number. I'm sorry, Lizwitz. Wasn't this on one of your shows? I don't think so. Then there was Accessory, real name Crystal No, and the ability is adds takedown power to any object. I have no idea what that means. And the job was an event planner. I guess like you pick up a water bottle, and if you throw it, the bottle becomes heavy enough to take down your opponent. I don't know. I want to say you read this on air before. I have no idea. I don't think so, but who knows? Boogerman. And then there's this is one of my favorites. Fetish-ish. Fetish-ish, real name is Jack Mehoff, and the ability is absorb people's fetishes by touching them. And he does not have a day job. You remember this when it was called Mystery Men. Kind of the same thing. I know this is based around the Heroes time. Somewhere, at least the first season. But yeah, fetishist. Can you imagine that? Like, let's say you didn't even know you had a superpower, and all of a sudden you like shake hands with somebody, let's say a lady in a house, and all of a sudden you now have her fetish? Damn. Then there was Dehydrator, and the real name is Mackie Jr. Drains people of all their fluid. So like you shake hands and all of a sudden they're just a shrivel up raisin? Okay. And believe it or not, their job was no job either. Fetish for heartish chocolaphobia, Mr. Homebody. What? Always thought an island full of mutants in a free for kill or be killed last man standing would be interesting. I agree, Trance. I do agree. Then you have Klepto, and the real name is Hardy Offset, and the ability was body part substitution. I don't know what that power is. Body part substitution? So I guess maybe like you take your arm off and you can put this on it. I have no idea. Then there's Augment, Enhance or Weaken Other Powers, which is kind of cool. Then there's Chip, Knowledge of Potato Chips and Chip Manipulation. Then there's Prehensile, Animated Hair. And then there's Rubber Master, bring inanimate objects to life, such as blow-up dolls. And then there's Dorian, and Dorian was going to be the bad guy. Dorian Nash, power mimicry for 30 seconds through touch. Cool. Anyway, so apparently I wrote some stuff for this. Not that a lot of it matters. This is a breakdown. So here's a cool one. This is a breakdown. So episode 1 is all about the viewers getting to know the people and their new powers. Episode 2 is about how the unveiling of the enemy and the harnessing of the new powers. Episode 3 is all about the Zeros forming and finding out who the bad man is and where he's headed. The bad man. Episode 4 is the conclusion. Zeros unite at the job fair to stop the villain and discover it's not who they think it is and must stop the new ultimate power. Interesting. But yeah, there's stuff right here. So episode 4 opens up to a dark room with bluish lights and a single chair. See, that's how detailed I got with my stuff. Like seriously, that's how it starts. And then the whole first paragraph is where the camera's at. As the camera pans from one side of the room to the other, it closes in on the back of the chair and stops. There is a loud knocking, and Double Negative spins around wearing half face mask and holding a drink. In a deep voice, he speaks, "Come in." Were you under the influence when these were made? No. This I don't do any recreational stuff. I don't. It's just what my brain comes up with. It just is. Now, I do know that the Zeros was a small group project. I think we were just sitting around with some friends and just started talking about it and said, hey, we can start doing this. So we sort of spitballed from there. But as far as writing it, that was all my side. Like, they would be like, hey, I think we should do this. Okay, cool. But how do you get to there? That's where I fill in. But anyway, yeah. So again, sharing a little bit with you guys. Yeah. And again, like I said, I haven't seen this stuff in years. So long since I've seen any of this. But it looks like a lot of this stuff is actually complete. Like if there's a fight scene, a lot of it is kind of like, like there is a fight going on or whatnot, right? But that stuff could be filled in. But it looks like a lot of this stuff is pretty cool. See here, Ender number 1. OCD gives up the fight and closes his eyes. DN walks over to Dorian, who is beaten, broken, and unconscious. DN slowly reaches down at Dorian's head, and Dorian starts to come to. As his hand is almost upon him, Dorian lets out a scream. DN, which is Double Negative, grabs Dorian's forehead and starts to pulsate his arm as Dorian is drained of life. Double Negative starts to scream and gargle on his own vomit as Double Negative starts to growl and twist his head. A loud sound occurs as the screen goes black. Hermit! Andy! Good to see you, buddy. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I would write back in the day before social media took over the world. Yeah. So there you go. A little bit of insight, a little bit of fun. I wish I had a lot of it because there was so much more other stuff. I think it might be Lilith Fair has a cool power. Yeah, I think they don't really help each other, but they're all different in their own way. And I'm sure if I was to look through this, I'd find out one where she pops in and, hey, Dirty South, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, a lot of this was Double Negative stuff. Double Negative was going to be the main guy. And, of course, Dorian was the bad guy. Oh, it you, Dan. You've been watching me. You know Dirty Dan's watching you. So, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Sharing a little bit of light with you guys. So, I want to show something else. So, that is stuff that never happened. It's stuff that never got to see the front end of a camera. It was all ideas. It was... Some of the stuff was close, and some of the stuff was very, very far away from being even close to complete. But tonight, I actually do have something that I can show you, and this is something that did get completed. I don't think I'll ever show the full thing, but I can show the trailer. And some of you may have seen this before, but we can show it again tonight so you guys can see what happens if you can actually get there. You should complete one on stream. Well, I mean, again, we've done that before. We've told stories on this show, and we've filled in the gaps from you guys out there. But I don't know how we would actually like write it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's not a bad idea, but anyway. So I want to show you guys this, so you actually get a chance to see. By the way, Hermit Andy, we have a new sponsor this season for 7.0. It is Nut Butter. Nut Butter is our new sponsor, Hermit Andy. I know that you actually live every single day waiting on the sponsor. So I'm making sure that you know. Blam! Nut Butter, baby! All right. So let me pull this up. It ends with Tom breastfeeding, I'm sure. That's the twist, right? That's the total twist. All right, let me go pull this up. DMK's laughing. That's funny though. All right. So, girl. All right. So what you guys are going to see is the trailer for the, I want to say the total length of this was like maybe an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. I guess that counts as a movie. I'm not sure. But this is the trailer to the movie that I made. It's probably the longest single piece of cinematography that I've done. I mean, if you don't count the Nerdy Effect, I mean, I don't know if this counts as like producing and writing. I don't think that counts. But this is it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy. If you can't hear it, let me know.
So what killed her? Most likely a cut to the throat. But this was an execution style. This was like a sit back and watch her bleed. This is a simple bank job. There's only 2 guys on the inside. I'll take the front. You take the back.
You shoot me, I shoot him.
Where are you going?
To see an old friend.
What are you doing here, Regan?
We're looking for a serial killer. A real sick son of a bitch.
No!
He slices up his victims with razor blades and knives.
You took money from me. That's unacceptable.
One down, one to go.
What do you have to offer that I don't already have? Revenge.
You took credit for saving my life!
How did you know she was married?
Lieutenant Chris Regan, I'd like to ask you a couple questions about your wife's disappearance.
Put the gun down!
What the hell happened in there, man?
That was my bank robbery. All you had to do was walk away.
I know you can get revenge on your wife's killer.
Shouldn't you be dead?
You will not leave here alive.
So, like I said, that was done probably around 2007, somewhere in that ballpark. That's why it looks that old. That was all shot on a handy cam with the little small tapes. But yeah, that I wrote the whole thing. Like, all of it came from my brain. And initially, it was supposed to be, believe it or not, a horror movie. It was supposed to be a horror movie. It ended up being, a what do you call it? Sort of a mystery cop drama kind of thing. How do I watch this movie? It's not available. The only place it exists is on my hard drive. That's the only place. It's not available anywhere. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. You were trespassing. Thanks, South. Thanks, South. Yes. You got me. You got me, bro. 2007, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, in culinary school. South Rebel wasn't even born. South Rebel was born in 2009. You guys see that? But anyway, so yeah, that was the movie I made. So I'll tell you the premise. The premise was it was 2 like cops, right? But they didn't dress in cop uniforms because that is very illegal. Uh, Shaggy and I graduated high school in 2007. Damn. But yeah, so they were cops. They wore jackets, you know, and stuff like that. And no, that was not PlayStation Bra. But anyway, so basically what happened is they go into a regular bank job, right? It's just, hey, there's a robber at the bank. We're sending these two good guys in, and they go in, and the whole thing goes south. And the one partner got shot, and the other partner got shot in his eye. That's why he's wearing an eye patch. I don't know what the wig alert was for, though. Add this video to Ben O'Toole's IMDb. We do not speak that name. We do not speak that name in here. So anyway, the whole thing goes south, and then those guys split. They're not friends anymore. Well, the premise is that there is a serial killer on the loose, right? And so the serial killer, he's taking out people randomly. And the guy who got shot in the eye, he's still a cop. The other one is not. He's a kingpin lord of something now. Send that movie to Columbia Pictures. So anyway, he says, hey, I need my old partner because I can't quite crack this case. So he says, fine, I'll come back, you know, because part of that, the serial killer ties into the bank job, ironically. But anyway, you got to watch the movie. Anyway, they team up, and as they're teaming up, they start finding out different things about stuff that has happened between the couple of years. I want to say it was 3 years difference from the bank job to right now where the murders happened. Somewhere in that ballpark. But anyway, and then of course they start turning on each other, and then they got to take down the killer. And anyway, it's got a real twist ending to it. Oh, come on, my wrestler's a dirty wrestler. I know. Dirty South, I can take your name from my character. Wait, what? No, better not. Wig wearing intense gel. No, it's not a wig. It's just my hair. I love that. Add this to Ben O'Toole IMDb page. Pretty sure I got that film on beta somewhere. Set up a torrent for the movie. It's not illegal. No, I know. But again, it was shot on a handy cam, you know? So there's not... watching it as I am today, like, there's so many things that I would change about it. So many different things. But yeah, one of the craziest parts about the movie, which is not in the trailer, mainly because, like I said, I shot this with my friends. And anyway, so there's a guy... He's getting beaten over and over again with a hammer, okay? Halfway through the beating, so he's got blood streaming down his face. Like there's blood all over, right? And this is in the movie. This didn't happen in real life. This was scripted, okay? In the movie, the main guy with the eye patch, Chris Regan is trying to get information out of this guy named Onyx. So he's beating him. He's got a hammer. He puts a nail through his eyeball. Of course, you can still live after that, apparently. Puts a nail through his eyeball. And right before he's about to kill him, his daughter walks in. And I don't mean like 20-year-old daughter. No, like child. And of course, because of all the brain damage and stuff from the bullet, he shoots the kid. And then he kills Onyx. That's messed up. I don't care who you are, that's messed up. But again, I wanted something that was sort of stretched the boundaries. And you don't really see that. You just don't. And anyway, so slam da 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 da, let the boys be boys. Hey, Retro, good to see you, buddy. Anyway, part of the movie. It's all movie-wise. So anyway, I wanted something that was shocking and different. And like I said, I know. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just letting you know that the shock value was the purpose of it, right? Delv! How are you feeling, Delv? It's a song by Onyx, Slam. Oh, okay, I got you. If I remember right, Onyx was like a drug dealer or something. I can't remember. Shock and awe. Again, that was the point. You don't see that. That's not in movies. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a taboo thing they just don't do. But yeah, I wanted something that was not been seen and very, very different. And so, yeah, bam, and then he's like, no, bam, hits him too. And he got a little bit of information, but not a lot. So, again, the kind of writing that I did was very sporadic. Like writing a cop action drama and then turning around and writing a goofy heroes-based thing, or writing a creepy Stalker Tom thing, you know? Like, a lot of projects. I had a lot of stuff going on, and so anyway, there you go. Little glimpse inside my brain. I don't think I'm still like that, but I do this show now. Delv, you just missed the movie trailer. It's true. True, she did. But, Delv, as long as you're doing well, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. Delv, our sponsor for 7.0 is Nut Butter. Just letting you know, in case you want to be part of it, part of the 7.0 sponsorship. Papa said a spell with Joey Undead. That's right. That's right. That's right. Unless you're Shaggy, and Shaggy has never been to that Twitch channel, not once. How long is the movie? It's roughly about probably from beginning credit to end credit. It's probably around an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. Well, you got a better camera. True. And it's vegan. It's true. It is vegan. I just farted. Was your fart vegan? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could reshoot it. That's not the point. But it's the in general. Sure, let me get on that nut butter. That's what she said. I think I was before he took my belt. Then it was no more. But yeah, that's... I actually stumbled upon another script part, but we can save that for another night. Tonight is enough of a deep dive into my crazy ass brain, because I know that there is a book somewhere of a lot more stuff, but again, I couldn't find it. I was banking this show off of just the Tom story. Is that anything from under cheese? Anything like from under cheese? Could Drew McIntyre save WWE if he built up correctly? No. Sorry, King Gamer. There's no way. There's no way. Not by himself. Absolutely not. Famunda, get your ass. Tell me. I will remember this night. Why will you remember this night, Hermit Andy? I'm not allowed to call him Herman Tandy anymore. It's Hermit Andy, by God. So yeah, hopefully you guys aren't scared off by any of that. You know what I mean? Hopefully you're not. What could save WWE? People actually getting the opportunity to write their own stories would help a lot. Non-scripted commentators, non-scripted guys that are out in the ring spitting promos, that would save WB right away. Having Vince in your ear 24/7 is not how it should be done anymore. Vladdy is in the house. Bow down to the goat. Vladdy. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing, dude? You cannot scare me off. I'm not trying to scare you off. I wanted to... It's interesting to me to be able to see what I was creating then versus what I'm creating now. And like I said, I've got a lot of stuff that actually did make it to film. Now, not feature-length films. I only did 2 feature-length films ever. And when I say feature, at least an hour. So what you're saying is the Attitude Era could save WB. Again, though, so King Gamer, the answer to that is absolutely not. Mainly because people are too damn sensitive now. So you gotta tread a line. You gotta spin between a line there. You can't go out there and tell everybody to suck it and mean it. But you also can't go out there and say, "Aw, tiddlywinks, I hope to get you in the steel cage." You gotta find a certain thing in between. Or what you create now. Why are you yelling at me, Dirty South? You're allowed to say my name, whatever, Goonie. Goonies never say Hermit Andy. Hermit Andy. But yeah, I mean, what I create now is this show. This is what I create now. I don't have the mental capacity to be able to write something. You know, I mean, Time Spacers is hard enough for me as it is, and 90% of that is chat involvement. How's everyone today? Oh my God, remember the suck it moment? Yes, Goonies never say Hermit Andy. So what WWE needs is a new era combining attitude and PG. Yeah, PG-13 would work. You could do PG-13. But again, I'm telling you right now, King Gamer, the serious thing is they need to get out from Vince's thumb. That's what needs to happen. Like, let somebody go out to the ring and talk and not be so held back by restrictions. Be like, you can't say this. And just that needs to go away quick. Those were the days. What if there was a WWE that said tiddlywinks? That'd be cool, funny, but cool. The old woman on Goonies is so hot. But PG era is hurting WWE. Very much so. Very much so. Like, a lot. A lot. And they know it. They know it is. But again, they're still the biggest dude in town. So it's not hurting them that bad yet. Give it about 10 years. We'll see how the XFL holds up, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, let me fire this up because we do got wrestling action tonight. Then what's your point? How much? A lot. You got problems, fatality. my point is they need to let the wrestlers who are professional wrestlers do what they are trained to do. And if you're not good on the mic, then back it up with some awesome ass moves. And if you're not good with the moves, back it up with some awesome mic skills. If you're not good at either one of those, fire Roman Reigns. Ooh. 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 Damn, that cut deep and I said it. XFL is going to fail in like 2 to 3 years. She is hot. I drink her bathwater. Gross. So WWE needs to be like AEW. Not necessarily. I don't want two of the same product. I want something fresh. AEW is great. I have nothing wrong with AEW. AEW is great. But WWE sucks, and most people hate it. Shots fired. Lethal. Vince is screaming in his office. Not at me. He's screaming at Ben O'Toole because we're the same. We're not the same. I would like his post. Sorry. I'm sorry. It cuts so deep. Lethal, good to see you, buddy. How are you doing tonight? Lethal and Jinxie. Hopefully Jinxie's there. If not, hi Jinxie in the future. Haircut. Wrestling will never be the 1990s era, NWO, Sting, Full Horseman. No, it won't. It won't be the same, but you can still make your next generation. Haircut? Yes, DMK, go get a haircut. You need one. Really bad. Really bad. I'm trying to get at least an hour into this show before we kick on the wrestling, just because, you know, I mean, who wants to watch a 50-minute episode? Times they are a-changin'. Speaking of changing, where in the hell, Heavy Flow, where in the hell is Listwitz? I miss Listwitz. Is Sir Pizza still here? Sir Pizza the Hoot? Sir Pizza the Hoot? Bitch, don't get mad at me, ho. Did you got a haircut? You can't prove it. You can't prove any of that, DMK. Not a bit. That's why I'm wearing a hat. Tamponisha. I put that way too far away from me. All right. Superfire Flower! What is going on, Galley Pants? It is good to see you up in here. Superfire Flower! You missed the dive into my mind. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Did you drop the flags for 7.0? No, I haven't gotten around to it. They're gonna come back. Hopefully Monday is my. So we got 6 episodes in, right? 6 episodes in the Nerdy Fact, and then we're officially gonna start 7.0. Nerdy, I got a suggestion for your movie. All right, I'm listening. Trans. Bring it on, mate. Listen, I'm always down to hear some of your crazy ideas. So bring it on. I'm listening. Call me Tom. Yeah, that's right. Gasp! I did. Yeah. So I read a couple of my old scripts that I wrote like back in the early 2000s, and I showed a trailer. Scroll up. Some bit. I was not planning on scrolling up. The hell. But it'd be funny if you had real guns but only fired Nerf bullets, but the actors overreact to the damage caused. It would add some humor to it. Are we talking about wrestling? Is that what we're talking about, wrestling, Trance? Scroll up. Hey, friends. You're a writer? Not professionally. I'm a psychotic writer. It's kind of like, let's write this. And I don't do it anymore. So I have to sit down and write some Time Spacer stuff, though. That has to happen soon. Because I want Time Spacers to come back in the summertime. That's my plan. And it was my plan last year. But we're going to do more Time Spacers this year. It's going to happen, Red Walrus. Get ready. Well, no, see, the Threat movie, it was not a comical movie at all. There was no comedy in it. Like, not even like a slide joke. Like, all that was a serious ass cop drama. Porn? It's not porn. That was the first thing. It's not porn. At edge of my seat. It's not porn. Okay. It's not porn. So it is or it isn't. It's not. It's not porn. I would read it again, but it'd take too damn long. Okay, so basically this guy met this lady. He made a phone call. He shook her hand. He left. He got into his truck, and then he smelled his hand. That's not porn. That's not porn. Now, do you got some explaining to do? I do not. I didn't do anything.
Say hallelujah. Say hallelujah.
Pussy.
Say hallelujah. Hallelujah. Say hallelujah. Say hallelujah. Say hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Well, Puzzy, thank you very much for the follow. Beautiful name, by the way. Perfect timing. It's not porn. When you start off with a housewife and a stranger with a broken down car, it's porn. It's not porn. Remember to twist tie those figures with 50 zip ties. Do not do that. Do not do that. It's a setup scene to porn. It's not porn. It was close to a threesome and not the good kind of threesome. Yeah, because apparently John Goodman was in it. What a name. I know. Nerdy low-key writing fan fiction. No, it was all from my brain, but it wasn't porn. I don't think it was porn. Do, huh? Yeah, do, huh? But it'd be funny to have a serious cop drama, except their guns were nerfed. Oh, okay. Okay, now I understand where you're coming from, Trance. Yes. You know, now that I think about it, it was clothes porn. Face it, bro. We're always going to say it's porn. No getting away from it. Singy-songy. Internet's porn. Internet's for porn. I thought it was supposed to be a comical cops. Yeah, so Herman Andy, I don't know if you were here when I was reading the script from like 2006, but it had nothing to do with the trailer. The trailer was completely different. Nerdy, it's okay that you write porn. I honestly don't know how you do it. There is a whole lot of writing. Or is there? Yes. All right, okay. And, all right. Picture this. There is a bed with pink sheets. It is perfectly satined and smoothed down. He lays there on the bed. The lighting angle swivels, and now the green light shines upon them. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Wait. In, out, in, out, in, out. Wait. Smile. Diddle. In, out, 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 in, out. And release. Pink satin sheets. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I wrote 100 porns. That's your sex life, Fatality. I can write your name on the snow with my pee-pee. Is that porn? Probably. Don't be putting water out your nose. I'm pregnant. Yes, you are. What about foreplay, Nerdy? You're a bad writer. Listen, All right, you don't know the whole backstory to these people, okay? All right, it's pink satin sheet bed, but it's in the middle of a cornfield, and Mr. Husker is just around the corner. You know, dawn's a-coming, and he's got to till the crops. They've got to get going. They ain't got time for no foreplay. They do that later at brunch. and out. Isn't there a rule on the internet, if someone is famous, there's a porn of it? Wait, what? If someone is famous, you find the Ben O'Toole porn and we'll talk. Now my nose hurts, I bet. You can't just water your crops without first planting them seeds. I am not going to participate in this kind of smut. Giggity, giggity. Rule 34, is it? It's Rule 34. I didn't know that. That's how my auntie got pregnant. I'm deceased. Oh, man. So, yeah, the Farmer McCracken, or whatever his name was. Phil McCracken, that's his name. Farmer Phil McCracken. He's got to break up the harvester. It's not porn. Well, that devolved quickly. It's not me. It's y'all. It's all y'all. I write very interesting, complex characters. Seriously, Lady Bells. Mango. That's what happened to me once. So anyway, Superfire. We dived into a couple of old scripts, and then we showed an old trailer that I did for a movie. Farmer crack one off. Only in Canada. Phil McCracken, yeah. Murder porn. Yeah, it turns out they fell asleep on the satin sheet bed in the middle of the cornfield, and Farmer Phil McCracken, he just runs the combine harvester right over him. It's not porn. It's also not salsa. Or is it? Ooh, I think we figured out our next thing. Very interesting, complex character. Porn. Rule 34 is an internet meme and slang that states that, as a rule, internet pornography exists concerning every conceivable topic. Is there a Nerdy Effect porn? Because I'm on the internet. Stack! What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, Stack Attack. It's not salsa. Nerdy Effect 7.0 After Dark. Good to see you, Stack. Mango. Okay, so if Rule 34 applies, then they've made a porn about this show. They better clean up and not get anything sticky back there. Oh my god, Nerdy Effect porn song. Make it happen, DMK. Hell yes, you can speak. Wait. Hell yes, it is. Can you speak porn again? My stomach hurts from laughing. Don't be laughing. The Nerdy Erect. Duh. The Nerdy Erect. I should have seen that coming. Oh my god. I tried to raid, still haven't gotten it down yet. /raid space and then the name. Feeding the bird. But I appreciate you. I appreciate your the try there. Stu! How you doing, Stu? Clever girl. Feeding the birds, huh, Norvis? Norvis is here? You mean Norville? Trance, Norville's. Good to see you. That's right. So that makes us the Erected. Yes, I am the Nerdy Erect, and you are the Erected. So stand at attention. I will get Sticky Fatal. You calm the hell down. That's right. He will show he is stalking me. True. The Nerdy Effect, all one word. Yes. Danny! Oh my god. Hugging my uncle to Potato. Stu, it's great to see you, by the way, buddy. Are you officially doing Twitch completely, Stu, or are you still hanging out over on YouTube? What's the game plan, buddy? What's the game plan, baby? Fatality. All right. We do got some wrestling to do tonight. We've got 6 action-packed matches for you. And believe it or not, Stack Attack will be competing tonight in the main event. So Stack, man, if you got the stamina to stay up late, please do so. Okay, I spaced it. Whoops. Yeah, it's all one. That's why. Yes, 100% Saturday night. Sweet baby. Have I followed you? Let me check. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm sorry. We gotta stop the show. I gotta make sure that I follow Stu. Gotta make sure I do. The computer might freeze now. Just letting you guys know. It's like Killer Cutie art. It's gonna take the stream down because my computer can only move so fast. It's still not loading. Loading. We'll come back to it. Cool. Got it now for the next time. You're good. Oh, that's right. Fire flower. Super fire flower. I'm sorry. I need to get it right. Super fire flower. Loading. Stack TV. Oh, I know I follow Stack. I will be back in 1 hour. Gonna haze for a bit. Who you hazing tonight? Sounds like you need more RAM. Yeah, in that ass of DMK. Magic and butt stuff. All right, gotta go later. Trance, remember, you are competing tomorrow night. If you pop in, we'll get you in the first match. That way you can check yourself out, baby. Later, Trance. Will you please call me Fire?
Fire.
What'd you say? Dirty South? What'd you do? Sweet. Thanks, Ready Red. All right, so let's get out of here. Remember, don't go anywhere. Stay right here. We're going to do some wrestling action. We got to roll the whole credits and stuff so I can cut and splice later. Thank you guys very much for diving into my mind tonight. Hopefully it wasn't too bad for you. Again, you didn't get to see the visual graphics. It's all mental to you, just like it is to me. So I'm going to give you a nerd circle. I'll see you in just a few minutes. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Goonies never say die, but you know who do? Morticians.
Nerdy Effect.
It's the Nerdy Effect.
7.0. 2.0.
6.0, y'all.
4.0, darling.
6.0. The beatbox.
It's a Nerdy Effect.
It's the Nerdy Effect.
7.0.
Nerdy Effect.
Not the dose, not the dose.
7.0. A